right, so I got my bag of parts from Menards, got me a stick, and we can see what we can build here. All right, as you can see, we actually relocate the fifth wheel over the rear axle. Now, of course, what does that do? Gives us a whole lot more room right here between what would be the head of the trailer and the cab, which allowed me to put up this flagpole. See, I got my stand right there, kind of homemade. Little base plate that's bolted down, a tube that's welded to the base plate, and then that little support that's welded and bolted. Of course, I painted it red, white, and blue. Anyways, I've been having problems keeping the flags unfurled, you know, not wrapping around, even though I'll show you what I have up there. I'll bring the flagpole down, but I think I have a method now that will work and keep it unfurled. I got 2 more poles over there I'm gonna do up as well. Those are 8-footers, and this is a 10-foot. That gives me right up to the top of the cab there. So let me get up there, bring this pole down. I'll show you what I have, and then I'll show you what I'll be doing. All right, so basically, I got these rings, and on the bottom and the top, but on the bottom, they're free. But up here, for the top, to try to get it rotate, and of course, held in place, and of course, not fly off the top, I got this as a cap, this type of U-bolt cap in it, right? I got washer here. I got the ring. I got this plastic cap, and then a ring here, and then this rubber grommet's pretty tight, kind of holds it in place. Now, before I didn't have this cap. I just had this ring sandwiched between these 2 big washers, and that kind of it works the same as this right here, but I've got something different that I'm going to try. And let me get this all taken apart and start putting together some of the new parts that I bought. You can see they're all over there, but yeah, so let me get that, and then I'll see you in a few minutes. That washer right there is actually about the same size as this closet rod right here. However, it rained early today, so guess what? Of course, the wood swolled. Of course, now it's tight as hell. It's difficult trying to pull it off. It has dried up a little bit, but it was easier putting it on when it was super dry than it is now just halfway wet. So yeah, let me get back to this. Okay, so this is what I came up with. As you can see, it rotates pretty good. So what it is, basically, those PVC pieces, there's 2 pieces. There's this collar, and anyhow, these 2 pieces. And I got the band clamp, and I got these rings, and of course I use one of these on top to hold it, and then of course I got my grommet, thick rubber grommet, and then I got it sandwiched between 2 these right here, 2 of these. These are 1.5 by 2.25, 14 gauge. And this right here, of course, the washers protect the PVC. Yeah, it rotates pretty good. But yeah, this is on pretty tight. keep the cap on. But also, of course, there'll be a ring down here for the bottom of the flag. And even if that was to bounce off and blow off, it won't fly away because that ring will be way down here. But that's it. I do believe this is going to be pretty darn good right there. Actually, probably almost take out this piece right here. You know, could almost probably take that out and just run this in between the two washers. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think I may do that. Another modification. But yeah, and then of course, I had these right here trying to help it some, but I'm gonna go back to these right here. So I'll go back to using these. Should have some more somewhere. I don't know. But anyhow, let me change that out and then put it up and see how it does in the wind. Storm is coming, so it's pretty windy. Yeah, so there it is up there, installed. Actually, I think I'll have to take that rubber piece off and go with my original idea of using the U-bolt with two of those pieces in it, because as you can see, it's kind of gotten crooked. But I've held the flag out and twirled the pole and it did not stick at all. All the other ways that I've tried, it would actually snag sometimes, but this time I ain't snagged it all. But I am going to replace that part up there, as you can see. Yeah, it's kind of crooked there. I mean, just pulling on it. Yeah. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is something like this right here. So you got those two pieces. What I'll do, I'll slide, put that up there. And that way the washer has an even surface on both sides to hold and be straight. So yeah, let me do that right quick. And take out this grommet piece. It holds, but if the wind is pulling down or pulling on it like I was just pulling, then it kind of makes it crooked. You don't want that. All right, let me do this. Okay, so I found a flaw using these clips on the top. Right there. As I was spinning it, it will catch. So I got a solution for that, and I think is this right here is smaller. That one shouldn't catch. If not, I got those. Those don't. Yeah. All right, let me try these. So yeah, this is the setup I eventually went up going with. So I just left that little piece right here. So what the heck is, but right here, this little shackle D-ring thing. I've sit there and I've held it, the pole straight up, flag kind of important, pulling it down, and spun it around a whole bunch of times, and it never snagged at all. It kept turning, not a problem. So yeah. There we go, anti-furl. So yep. And right there is turning right there on that plastic base. So yeah, that's it. DIY anti-furl flagpole for your truck or wherever. Of course, actually probably costs more than what comes with the flagpole at the home improvement centers. But this right here, this should handle the 60 mile per hour, 65 going down the highway though. So yep. All right, see you guys out there. Be safe. Okay, I have these 2 poles done. I went ahead and I continued to use these rubber grommets. These poles will fly a smaller flag, the 3x5s, not a lot of weight, so they should be okay. If not, you know, every now and then I can check it and just push it back up. And because I'm gonna carry the poles right there, I can hold 4 of them. So there goes 2. And of course that one stays up all the time right there, because trailer or no trailer, it doesn't interfere. And then I have a setup here for 2 more poles. Rubber grommet, the top, the end cap to hold everything in place. The washer on the bottom goes against there, goes like this. I already have these little things in play. Of course, the bottom ring. Got 2 of them for 2 more poles. A total of 5 flags. I may put another one on there to fly a 3x5 underneath that 4x6, or I may change that out to a 3x5 so I can fly 2 3x5s right there. I may do that, I'm not sure yet. But anyways, and then of course all the spare pieces, I'll put them in a bag separately. Extra pieces. Anyway, that's it. That's how to make a non-furling, anti-furl flagpole for your truck, car, house, wherever. The DIY parts, they'll probably cost more than the kit you buy at the store to begin with. But like I said, this right here is for a special custom for the truck, for the semi truck, and I will fly these on the end of the marine trailer like you've seen before, where I just used the upright parts of the trailer. Put that video in here, or you've seen the video at the beginning of this video, the intro. So yeah, all right, that's it. Guys, be safe out there. See you on the road.